Welcome back, simpletons. I first want to say thank you to all 1,200 of you amazing people that have subscribed. I haven't made a video in a long time. We passed that 1,000 subscriber mark, which brings me to my next point. If you're not subscribed yet and you find yourself enjoying the video, thumb punch the like button, subscribe while you're here. Okay, so I just came back from a trail run today, just now, at Gallagher Head Lake. We made it up Fortune Creek Trail, myself and another truck. You guys are going to see that in the next video. Just wrapped up filming that. So this video is going to come out first, then that video will come out. Now, I was scrolling back through some of my videos and looking at my F-150 update stuff, and I realized I made a video for kind of each part that I did and kind of things that I put on the truck, but I haven't done just a, hey, here's what's going on, full walk around of the truck in a very long time. So let's get caught up and make a new video, kind of say, hey, this is where I'm at, this is what's going on, these are maybe plans for the future. So we'll go front to back and then outside to inside. Of course, the first thing that we can talk about are the Anzo USA headlights. These are from Anzo USA, and these are a halogen to LED conversion with a low beam and a high beam projector. Shameless plug, of course, I have an Anzo USA discount code. That code being Simple Instinct. Put that on the screen right here, right now. And while we're on the topic of lights, I have Diode Dynamics fog lights down below. Those are the SS3 Sports, and I love them. They're probably my favorite upgrade as far as lighting. The headlights are fantastic, but the fog lights just have so much throw in such a wide beam pattern. They really help, especially when it's getting dark out. Coming down here, wheels, tires, suspension. Everybody always asks, everybody wants to know. It's one of the first things people usually do to their trucks. If they don't have it done at the dealer, they get it home and they go, you know what? I've got to get a set of tires on there. It's got to look mean. So, tires, 315 70R17 BF Goodrich. These are load range E. Wheels are straight from a 2017 Ford F150 Raptor. As most of you can tell, you're familiar with the Raptor wheel. Oh, such an original thing to do, I know. Raptor tires, Raptor wheel, really thinking outside the box, but it freaking works, and it works great. Inside the front suspension here, the only mod I have is the Bilstein 6112s, and those are set at 2.1 inches of ride height. And even though I've had those in there for a long time, they didn't fade today, and they did fantastic out on the trail. Like I said, you guys will see that in my next video that's coming up, so subscribe, stick around, and wait for that video. With the rear suspension, I did a little bit more. I have the Bilstein B8s, or the 5160s with the remote reservoir in the back. And then I went on stage3motorsports.com and ordered an Adeleaf. They don't mention the brand, it just says it's an Adeleaf. I put in an Adeleaf for this truck, and it has handled great. I'm still able to flex, but also it helps me carry around all the camping gear and camera gear that I have. So you're here watching this video, and it's probably for a reason. That's because you own one of these trucks, or you're interested in getting one of these trucks and thinking about this kind of configuration. So underneath, there's a lot of low-hanging stuff that you don't want to bash on a rock. I have a full set of RCI skid plates, and I bought the steel ones. I actually bent one of the skid plates, but I really had to bash into it. I bent it a couple months ago. Definitely worth the money. Go on either Stage 3 Motorsports or go to RCI's website and order the full skid plate package. I highly recommend it. Continuing with the theme of armor and protection, these are rock sliders from Rocky Road Outfitters. And the reason I put rock sliders in air quotes is because these are body mounted. So they're mounted to the locations that your normal steps that come from the factory are. Which a lot of people say, hey, that's not really a rock slider. You're going to end up damaging your truck. You're going to be worse off doing that than if you went and bought rock sliders. Which brings me to something I do want to say. I found myself needing these sooner rather than later. Now, had I known, I could have just waited, and I didn't know life was going to get in the way and I wasn't going to do a trip very soon. I would have waited and purchased the RCI frame-mounted rock sliders for a similar price as these Rocky Road Outfitter rock sliders. I did an unboxing video of these, but now that I've done a trail with them, I can say I'm actually very glad that I have them. I hit these things on all kinds of very large rocks today. I didn't hit too much on my way up the mountain, but good Lord, coming down, all the traffic, you're having to pass guys that are coming back up. It's busy on a Saturday. I hit tons of stuff on these, and they saved my bacon today. So that's going to do it for armor and protection. Let's move on. I'm almost reluctant to talk about this bed setup just because I've fallen out of love with it, but let's get into it anyway. So, Diamondback cover, tonneau. This is an SE, and the Diamondback cover has been indestructible. I have nothing bad to say about it. I don't know anybody that doesn't like theirs. The weather seals are fantastic. Customer service is out of this world, and the durability has been insane. So if you're thinking about getting a Diamondback cover at all, go ahead and get one. They're worth the money. However, these KB Voodoo bars have left me a little dissatisfied. These are steel, and they do make an aluminum option, which I'm sure if you have the aluminum option, you don't have this problem, but as you can probably see, there's just rust all over this thing, and the powder coat they use hasn't aged well. Of course, that being said, I've heard they've changed their process and they do something different now, but I bought these back when I still lived in Virginia, so I've had these for 4 years actually, now that I think about it. So as far as my review of KB Voodoo, I'll say meh. The strength, durability, fantastic. I just wish their powder coating had lasted longer, and I'm sick of looking at rusty bars. Yes, I could take them off, repowder coat them or something like that, but my intent is to actually change the entire bed setup. This system won't be in place any longer. And of course, to top it all off, the Tepui tent. I bought that back in, I believe, 2017. I bought it at Mule Expedition Outfitters when that was the state-of-the-art cool guy tent thing to have. And now it's a dinosaur in the world of overlanding. This thing is, it's high mileage and it's archaic at best. So I'm not going to recommend this type of tent to you guys. There's much better stuff out on the market now. So inside the bed, I have a Built Right Industries Molly bed panel. That's holding my axe and my shovel. Not much to say, just 5 stars. Good work, boys. Last thing to say about the bed is, yes, I have a Line-X bed liner in there. 5 stars, of course. Line-X. Get a truck, put Line-X in it. I don't know what else to say. Stuff's great. Now, I'll be real with you, there really isn't much going on inside the cab. Rough country seat covers, the neoprene ones, they fit good, they look alright, they get dirty easy. But they're tough, neither of the dogs have torn them, and I haven't torn them. Of course, I'm sitting on a leather or pleather Coverado seat cover. I work a blue-collar job. I get super dirty. I needed leather. I don't know what else to say. Mud, dust, grease. I need something easier to clean than the rough country neoprenes. This right here is the ProClip USA phone mount and the WizGear little magnet mount. And a cable management system you can get at Home Depot. I actually did a video on these, like a standalone video. Great product. Can't complain. I've had those phone mounts for a couple years now. I like the first one so much. Obviously, I bought a second one. I had to modify it a little bit because it was supposed to be pointing towards the driver. So I cut it off and re-glued it so it would face the passenger. My only complaint is that the mount on the windshield side slides around a little bit too much. It comes with these little stickies, and if you're super dirty like I am and always getting dust in here, those stickies don't last too long. If you have a mall crawler and you never get dirty, they're going to be perfect for you. They'll probably last forever. And I almost forgot the Blue Ridge Overland Gear visor organizers, zipper pocket on the front and molly for all your doodads, and Velcro on the back for all your patches. The back seats. Okay, the only thing going on back here is the dog seat platform. Ooh, ah. This is just wood with a Walmart sleeping mat underneath. You can see it's a little bit of squishy. This fabric I got from Walmart. Piece of PVC pipe for spacing. And pool noodles that I cut down the edge and slid over the board. And that's just to make everything nice and soft. And this is actually one of my more watched YouTube videos for some reason. I didn't think this was that original of a design. I put Flex Seal on here in strips just for some kind of traction for the dogs. So when I'm taking corners or driving like a maniac, the dogs don't fall out the windows. Simple 2x4 wrapped in the fabric, holding the whole thing up. And I actually made that seat cover like just a little bit after I bought the truck back in 2019, and it's held up fantastically. 2 dogs, one is 85 pounds and one is 55 pounds, and neither of them have ripped up that cover. Really surprised at the durability of just that fabric I picked up from Walmart. Good stuff. I do have some other little doodads like this 13-inch replacement antenna. And of course the Eco Beast replacement fender badge because I don't like chrome. There's definitely some things I forgot to mention. Rough Country U-bolts because the stock U-bolts weren't long enough for the Adelleaf. And then shout out to Freedom Chariot Garage for those little 3D printed rock defenders. There's a link for all that on my webpage at the Overland F150 build. Link in the description for sure. There's probably something I forgot. I don't know. Someone will either remind me in the comments or you guys will find it on my website. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Fortune Creek Trail, making it up to Gallagher Head Lake this time. Don't forget to thumb punch that like button. Let me know in the comments what your favorite mod is and what you're planning to do with your truck, and I'll see you in the next one.